Welcome. This hypnosis session is designed to help you unleash your creativity and move through any perceived blocks that may be holding you back. Before we begin, please ensure you're in a quiet space where you won't be interrupted by outside noise or technology, and that you're sitting or reclining comfortably. To begin, I'll guide you through a short breathing exercise to help you relax and connect with your body's natural relaxation response. We'll use an anchor during the session to link the mind and body, reinforcing the positive suggestions. The breathing technique we'll use is diaphragmatic breathing, which involves taking deep, full breaths. This type of breathing is important because it activates the diaphragm, which stimulates the vagus nerve, a cranial nerve that helps trigger the body's relaxation response. Now, for use later in this session, let's practice creating the anchor. Place your thumb and index finger gently together and lightly squeeze them as we practice the breathing technique. And this is how we'll do it. We're going to inhale for a count of 4, hold the breath for a count of 4, and then exhale slowly over an 8 count while releasing the pressure on your fingertips. The key part of this exercise is that the exhale should be twice as long as the inhale to encourage your mind and body to relax and let go. So, if you haven't already, gently close your eyes and let's practice a few rounds of this breathing pattern together before we begin the session. We're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's repeat that 2 more times. Inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are now ready to begin the session. This session is all about unlocking your creative potential and helping you to break through any mental blocks that may be standing in your way. So let's continue taking some of those deep breaths together, inhaling on a count of 4, holding on a count of 4, and exhaling on a count of 8. Now, take a moment to notice the weight of your body, the sensation of your feet touching the floor, or the surface beneath you, and allow yourself to become aware of how your body feels in this moment. With every breath you take, imagine yourself becoming more relaxed, more calm, and more at ease, letting go of the outside world just for now, and beginning to turn your attention inward. With each inhale, you feel more peaceful, and with every exhale, you release anything that may be holding you back. Feel your mind becoming quiet, your thoughts slowing down. You're in a safe space, a space where your imagination can roam free. Now, as you continue to relax, imagine a gentle wave of warmth with the most beautiful shade of orange you can imagine. The color orange represents the sacral chakra, which is the center of our creativity. So, beginning at the top of your head, this wave moves slowly down, relaxing every muscle in its path. It moves down to your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, and your jaw. With each breath, feel your facial muscles softening, releasing tension. And your body is glowing with this warm orange color, filling all your cells. And this glowing light continues to move down your body, relaxing your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your legs, right down to your feet. As your body is relaxing, it might be interesting to notice, or not, that your eyelids are becoming heavy, becoming very heavy, so heavy that it's harder and harder to lift them. Harder and harder, even if you want to lift them. And you can notice that the more you try to open them, the more they prefer to stay shut. And If you choose to become more and more relaxed, you might notice that your breathing is slowed. It's easy to breathe slowly. As you breathe more and more deeply, more and more slowly, part of you might notice that your body feels lighter, so light as if you're floating, as if you are a balloon filled with air. You might find it interesting to notice the odd but comfortable sensation that part of you notices your body is heavier and heavier, yet another part of you feels lighter and lighter. As you become more and more deeply relaxed, as you enjoy wonderfully calm freedom, wonderfully calm relaxation, as you continue to breathe slowly, deeply, as you continue to become more and more deeply relaxed, you may feel tingling at the bottoms of your feet and the palms of your hands, or somewhere else. You may feel a slight temperature shift. You may notice that your body starts to feel heavier and heavier. And perhaps your eyes get heavier and heavier, and your mind feels more and more free. And perhaps you can move your arms and legs, but it feels so good to allow the weight of your body to just fall deeper and deeper into relaxation. And as you continue to breathe deeply, becoming more perfectly relaxed and perfectly at peace, you may notice ahead of you a lovely staircase. In fact, it might remind you of stairs you have seen before. And maybe these stairs lead down to a garden, safely leading down a lovely staircase to a beautiful garden. Perhaps you can see the soft sunlight reflecting off the grass, or maybe, taking a deep breath, you might smell the strong scent of flowers. As you approach the stairs, you might notice a wonderful excitement, anticipation as if you may soon see someone you know and like. So you feel yourself looking forward to walking down these beautiful stairs. Maybe you notice the breeze across your skin, feeling safe, feeling free, feeling alive. As you move closer to the stairs and notice your anticipation now, your comfort. Every sound takes you deeper and deeper inside yourself, where it's really more interesting anyway. And as you approach the stairs, you can see that there are 10 steps. 10 steps going down. You might find it interesting, or not, to count them as you step down from 10 to 1. And when you reach 1, you will be perfectly relaxed and open to new thoughts and ideas. Taking a step down now. 10. Feeling fine and surrendering to the wonderful orange light filling your body. 9. It's easy to feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. 8. As you continue down the stairs, perfectly at peace, noticing the warm sun on your face. 7. Relaxation fills your muscles, heavy and comfortable, or perhaps light and etheric. 6. Every sound takes you further inside yourself, to your perfect center of calm. 5. Feeling good as you go deeper and deeper. 4. With every step, nicely calm. 3. Smelling the flowers, feeling the warm breeze, more and more relaxed. 2. As you approach the bottom of the staircase, you may notice that your breathing is very deep and very calm, calm and full of light as you approach the last step. And 1, the last step, feeling more and more at ease, happy and ready to engage in life's magic, open to new thoughts and ideas. And now, as you step off the last stair and sink into the soft, grassy soil, You notice a wild ocean landscape just beyond the garden's edge. Excitement surges through you. Taking a deep breath, filling your lungs with clear, fresh air, you walk, or perhaps sprint, along the garden path toward the ocean spray as waves crash along the cliff face. Hearing the calls of gulls, you open and allow your whole being to fill with inspiration and freedom. And I invite you to use your imagination as you approach the cliffs, noticing how free your mind is. Notice how you were able to think new, creative thoughts. In fact, as the warmth of the sun penetrates your body, the salty air washes over your face. You feel your mind expanding, becoming filled with ideas. You notice your mind is free of limitations, free of seeing the old ways of the world. It feels good to be creative. Energy lifts your body, and you feel light and free. And now, as you receive the suggestions I give you, you can press your thumbs and first fingers together to anchor in the connection between your mind and body, and say to yourself, I enjoy creative freedom. My mind is free of limiting thoughts as new ideas abound. It feels so good to let your creativity flow. You know that you have valuable ideas and useful solutions to old problems. Somewhere along the way, you may have adopted limiting beliefs about your creative capacity. But now, standing along the cliff edge, feeling free and open and alive, you know that these beliefs are not truly yours. You know that you can choose to let them go. In a symbolic gesture, you shake your body. You choose to let your creative genius loose. Suddenly, you feel giddy with excitement, happy that your true self can be expressed. Your heart expands and fills with gratitude as you know and say, placing those thumbs and first fingers together again. Right here, right now, creative genius flows through me. And a huge weight feels lifted from your shoulders as you realize you are creatively alive. You realize you are not at the mercy of old beliefs. Many of our beliefs were given to us without our conscious consent, and we accepted them as truth. But now you realize you are the only creator of the beliefs that hold truth for you, the ones you desire to accept. You are a conscious creator of your own reality. Right now, you can choose to let any old limiting beliefs leave you. Right now. A huge weight feels lifted from your shoulders as you realize you are creatively alive. You feel full of energy. Just for a moment, you think of a problem you're having, one that seems as if it has no solution. At first, you may feel discouraged, but then you remember that every problem is an opportunity to use your creativity. So with every dancing step along the cliff, hearing the calls of the gulls, moving with the crisp, salty breeze, you notice how much more creative you feel, how much more freedom of thought you have. You know that you have the inner resources to solve problems. Know that you can tap into more brain power and creative insight, more freedom of thought. And placing those thumbs and first fingers together again, you know and say, every problem gives me the opportunity to express greater creativity. And maybe, for a while, it seemed that you couldn't access your creative energy. But you have no shortage. It is always flowing. Perhaps you felt blocked in expressing creative ideas, any ideas at all, or came to a standstill in the creative process. as though you felt that no creative ideas would ever emerge again. But now, looking around, seeing the garden from a new vantage point, everything looks so different. The garden is transformed, and the birds fly close by, so close you can touch them. You notice how inspired and creative you feel, how much freedom you have. You know you have what it takes to express your creative inspiration. You know that as long as you remain open, you can access the creative flow. Smiling happily, you say, pressing your thumbs and first fingers together, "Creative energy flows through me now. Ideas and expression are easy for me now." And sitting down in the sun, you see a project you're working on or desire to work on, surrounded by a foreboding mode of old fears, doubts, and insecurities. You see that every time you approach your project, you're assaulted by doubts that rise up as a stuck place within you. And now, feeling the strong wind of creative energy, you see that you can build a bridge across that moat. As soon as you realize it, the bridge exists. Walking over it, and as old fears and doubts arise from this vantage point, from your higher self, you see that most of your fears are simply old, limiting beliefs, trying to protect you from failure. See, formerly blocks of creative expression have concerned you, but now you start to understand that blocks are just a way for your subconscious mind to communicate to you that perhaps you need to take a pause, or step back and look at something with fresh eyes, or a new approach. Your subconscious mind is always communicating to you to get your attention. Realizing this, you thank your block for not only keeping you safe, but alerting you to the fact that there is an easier and lighter approach to your creative expression. And as you ponder this, you can start to see outside the box of your limited thinking. And as you proceed to eliminate the box, you allow all fresh ideas to enter into your mind. For you know that if you have a passionate desire to express something, you must have the capability, or you wouldn't have the desire. So, thanking your block for keeping you safe and grabbing your attention, you shift your mind to new focus and possibilities. And now allow yourself to receive a message from this block to your creative energy. And as you do, filled with calm and peace, hearing the wind, feeling the sun, every cell in your body relaxed, you ask, "What do I need to know? What have I been overlooking?" You quietly sit and listen. And let's pause for a few moments now to allow whatever needs to arise to emerge. Allowing just any ideas, images, thoughts, or flashes of insight. Just allow them to come up. And wonderful. And now, knowing it's time to go, and that you can return back to this place and tap into your creative resources anytime you desire, you turn to head back to the garden. And with every step, You have more ideas. You are more alive, and you enjoy knowing how much is ahead of you. How many opportunities to express your creativity await. You think about your plans and goals. You think about the dreams you want to fulfill, and enlivening them with creative energy, washing yourself again with that beautiful orange light, surrounding yourself with the color of creative expression, feeling happy and grateful to be alive, to express the most authentic version of your self-expression to share with the world. And you walk to the stairs now, feeling renewed and refreshed with creative vitality. And you take the first step. 1. Coming up. 2. Knowing you can access this sacred creative space whenever you desire. 3. Becoming more awake now. 4. Feeling energized and renewed as you press those thumbs and first fingers together one last time, saying, I am fully open, standing in the flow of creative energy. And 5. Feeling awake, renewed, and restored, either returning to normal conscious awareness or, if you're headed off to sleep, just drifting into the most peaceful sleep you've had in a long while.